Well, this is kind of fun. I really, really, really want to know. I really want to know what the Foreigner movie was about. Please don't send me spoilers. I don't want to see it. I want to see the the Foreigner movie by myself, by Jackie Chan and a person who's this bald guy who plays James Bond. I keep forgetting. He kind of reminds me of Die Hard, but that's not really the Die Hard guy, Bruce Willis. That's something else. Oh well. So, you see this title, there isn't any distinction between Chinese and Hong Kong films no more, says actor Jackie Chan. He was a stuntman. For the, I forgot what was Bruce Lee's movie. I think it was Enter the Dragon. And he was a child actor too. He has been doing it since he was a kid. And he is a member of the Chinese People Political Consultative Conference. And he just straight up said in Beijing, said, now we don't say whatever film and Hong no, he made his remarks in Beijing on Monday when asked about films co-produced between Hong Kong and mainland. This is something what he has to say. Now we don't say whether a film is a Hong Kong film or Chinese film. Hong Kong films are Chinese films as well. It's only about whether you're making local films, like in Shenyang. You can make Shenyang films in Shandong. You make Shandong films. Many of them can't get out of Shandong or Chouzhou, he said. It was something like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh, this is in Chinese. But anyways, this is probably why I this is probably why I am. There's no photo, but there's a photo right here. This is a screenshot. Now there is only one kind of film called Chinese film, like Hong Kong Chinese film. There is a local film and Chinese film. Sometimes when we make Hong Kong films, they only made for Hong Kong people, but Hong Kong people can also make Operation Red Sea for all Chinese. He was referring to that recent movie, which is it earned Hong Kong like over 3.7 billion at the box office, which is like that is so big. I wanted to see Operation Red Sea just for shits and giggles, but I don't know. And he said something about this. If you make a, he said even more for, he doubled down. If you make a film about Wang Tyson, it may be only be shown in Hong Kong and will not have a good box office results in China, as people do not understand. But if you make something with a bigger perspective like Operation Red Sea or Wolf Warrior, then you will go global. Now he further says he will ask for the cancellations of quota limitations for Hong Kong actors and support staffs and co-productions. And then this is where Philip Young, who filmed Port of Calls, and a Hong Kong, which won several awards at Hong Kong Films Award, had to say with Jackie Chan in disagreement. You can say we do not make films as good as the fans, but you can't really say we don't have Hong Kong films anymore, can't you? Look at all those awesome, look at all those good stuff, man. Let us work harder then. If Hong Kong films are made well, then the whole of Greater China will be honored. If this is not the case, he had. Look at these films. Our films are always so dignified and colorful, and that is so true. That is so true in both sides, man. And look, man, if Chinese and Hong Kong films, well, actually, mainland China and Hong Kong films do well, it'll do well, and and they're both right. They're both right. I don't disagree on both sides at all. It was so done. And oh man, this is so. This is so true. I mean, this is no longer a. This is no longer. This is no longer a distinction. I mean, Hong Kong films can be can can do just as good as all the older Hong Kong films, if not better. And it will impress China as much. It will be much more honorable to be represented by China, but Hong Kong movies represented by China than by itself, because you can't really. There isn't any. It isn't that. It isn't. It is really tough to be by itself, man. It's just. I mean, I seen both sides in Hong Kong and China. Like, I mean, in movie making, but this is. I wanted to see more of what Aiken 2 in the future. I mean, the movies in China was skyrocketing really high, sky high, and globally, man. Then it goes to mainland, and I'm not. They're not wrong, but minus the whole negative ones. I mean, with China, banning Ghostbusters from being appeared at the movie. I mean, at China and Hong Kong at all, since it was so fucking unpopular. But I guess it's time that Hong Kong and China work together to make awesome movies, whether it be co-production or whatnot. And I'd like to see what it's all about in the future. So this is Sanosuke, Lawrence Poon, Sanosuke signing out.